Alright, so no introductions or introductions today, but if any of you guys really, honestly, truthfully, and stupendously care about my stuff, like, share, comment, subscribe, and if any people really care about my content, hit the bell notification, subscribe, my people, fellow awesome, amazing audience, and awesome, amazing, wonderful watchers and viewers and random subscribers and random fan base out there. Anyways, Spiderman Noir trailer. Starring the man, the myth, the absolute GOAT man legend himself, Nicolas Cage. Marvel series. And so, yeah, Marvel series. And that came out like 4 or 5 days ago. By the time I guess it was probably like Tuesday or Wednesday. Maybe Monday at the earliest. But, anything that had my boy Nicolas Cage. If any of you guys were, not even just 90s kids, but 80s kids. Like, I think he got famous in the late 70s, early 80s. I forgot when he got big, but I think it was the mid to late 80s, early 90s is when he really started blowing up in fame and popularity in Hollywood about time. He's got an OG cult following when it comes to Nicolas Cage movies. Like, I mean, the first 2 movies I think I saw him in was, I don't know if it was either Gone in 60 Seconds or it was that one, The Family Man, or something else before that. I think it was, Face Off. It was one of those 3 or 5 movies I saw. Con Air. I don't know about the early 90s or late 80s. And I like the last movie I saw him was I think it was like that Dracula movie thing. I decided not to do a movie review on it because it was kind of creepy as hell. And that was like a year or 2 ago. And then the one I saw way before that he did was oh my god. The dude's always an OG. He's a master of his fucking craft, that dude. When I was a 90s kid, I used to love watching them films and movies and shit. I think it was that movie that had him and Pedro Pascal that was like a crazy super drug lord villain or whatever, that he was Nicolas Cage's #1 fan. I forgot what the name was. It was a real funny ass film, I remember that. And then he did the other one, Willy's Wonderland, the one that was like the parody for Five Nights at Freddy's game. Before the actual Five Nights at Freddy's, like 2-3 years after that, because I think it was when the Platinum Scandemic COVID-19 thing was going on. So unfortunately, the whole world was locked in. But he didn't talk in that movie. Nicolas Cage was just like a silent protagonist in that one. So this one, I'm hoping this is badass as hell. Anything that fool touches, to me, is just pure gold. The guy is just, he's a charismatic, absolute genius when he does his freaking, like, acting. Now, I've been a fan of the dude since I was like a 90s kid. Even as a dude in my mid-late 30s, I still think he's a funny-ass motherfucker, bro. And, yeah, so 3, 2, 1, let's go. I hope it's not woke. I pray to God there's no stupid political or left or right, stupid political agendas or freaking stupid subliminal messaging or any of that shit, or, I don't know, some wokeness, girl boss mess, stupid freaking misogyny, all this other fucking crap that's in there. I hope it's just not gaslighting, it's not culture war related or nothing like that. I just hope it's a good ass time. Like anything before 2017. We could get back to that maybe in 2026 or maybe all the way in 2030, I don't know. Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
New York's got a way of swallowing men whole. The streets bleed. They think this city belongs to them.
Okay.
And hope, that died with the last honest man.
2 things you can't take back on this job, kid. Bullets out of your gun and words out of your mouth.
I know that already.
This city don't run on loss. It runs on fear, and I own every drop of it.
You don't own the city. You infected it. And I'm the cure.
I lost a friend, and I will not rest until this killer is found.
I wasn't always like this. I had a simple life. Then I found the mask.
You think a mask makes you righteous, Spider-Man? You're just another freak hiding in the dark.
Maybe. But I'm the freak that keeps the city breathing.
Oh. What? Coming 2026? No way.
This is major.
Alright. I'll see you guys in quick set thoughts, views, opinions, speculations, and takes on vibes. Hold on. Alright, so yeah, thoughts, views, opinions, speculations, takes, vibes, opinions about it. My viewpoint on it. It looks pretty promising. It looks pretty awesome. Looks very, very well done. It gives me that old, like, I don't know if it was Quentin Tarantino or Robert Rodriguez that did these movies in mid-late 2000s or early 2010s. With that chick that had Jessica Alba in her back in the day. And that other jerk, what was his name? He didn't play Machete. Danny Trejo. The one that was on Sin City and Sin City, A Dame to Kill For. The sequel for those two. I got a lot of vibes from that. It's kind of like almost the same thing, but I know it's going to be a lot of blood and guts and gore, like how those ones were. I'm surprised as a lot of Quentin Tarantino movies usually are. And then like his protege, the one that he trained to do a lot of movies, the other one, Robert Rodriguez. Because I know those films are bloody and gory to the max. So definitely not for little kids. It's got to be for people 18 and over. So there's that. I don't know if it's going to be a lot of bloodshed like that, or like how Daredevil was, the last one that came out 2 months ago, not that long, or 3 months ago. So I'm hoping there's a lot of action fighting sequences. It looks like there's going to be a lot of pew-pew-pews all over the place. A lot of firearm blasting everywhere. And it reminds me of that other Rockstar game that came out. It was real underrated. It was like 2008 or 2007, 08, 2012. I know it was the late 2000s or early 2010s that came out. Excuse me. One that was called, I think it was LA Noir. I know that one didn't really do that good. If any of you guys remember that really old meme from back in the day, from the early 2010s or late 2000s, where it said X to doubt. I might even just show you what it looks like so you know what I'm talking about. So hold on a quick second again. And so yeah, this is the game I was originally talking about. It was from 2011. I found out that's when it came out. Okay, May 17th of that year. So this is like a year and a half before Xbox One and PS4, PS4 Pro, and the Wii U was a thing later on. On the 7th, 8th, or 9th generation at the time in the video game console gaming industry at the time. And it should have been for Steam too. I don't know why it wasn't for Steam. That's weird. It was for Windows though. I was pretty surprised about that part. So yeah, this is the one I was talking about, the X to doubt meme. This is the one that really made that freaking game real popular because of that whole freaking know your meme, X to doubt. I know a lot of old school YouTube drama, Twitch drama people, they used to always use that meme constantly. Out of know what's up to know what's up. This is wild, man. But yeah, so hopefully this movie, freaking Spiderman Noir, ends up being a good thing. I looked in the bottom of the description. I really wish I would have read this, but they said this was like a fan-made concept. This wasn't even like a real actual movie, which I thought that it was, but unfortunately, it's not. I looked at it. I thought this was going to be a real actual thing. And then I go into the description. Alright. There it is. And I can't read it like that because I have to read it this way, so I gotta turn my camera in a weird position now. It's a Sunset Viewers is fan name. The Shadow Heroes. This shadow has a heroes. And the shadows have a hero. Nicolas Cage returns as a gritty, hard-boiled version of Peter Parker in Spider-Man Noir. Bold cinematic live-action Marvel series coming exclusively to Prime Video. See, that's what didn't make sense. It should have been on Disney Plus or Sony or something Plus instead of Prime Video. So that didn't make sense. So I should have known. Oh, this is probably fan-made or AI generated. I wish this would have been a real movie. I would totally want to go see this. This is set in the dark crime-ridden 1930s New York City. This alternative universe tale follows an older, more world-weavery Spider-Man as he takes on the mob bosses, corrupted politicians, and supernatural forces in a New York where his justice has no rules. Inspiration behind the video get ready to enter the world of Shadows, a Spider-Man verse, upcoming Spider-Man New York live-action series exclusive on Prime. Academy Award winner Nicolas Cage reverses a bolder role. It's a gritty trench coat, wearing vigilant from an alternate universe. Spider-Man New York fan-made concept trailer, images of the darkness of the streets, crime-ridden alleys, vintage action that defined the Spider-Man New York series. Dive into a world of Spider-Man New York with Nicolas Cage, where justice is served with a pistol. Damn. hardcore with that shit, man. Fuck, that's wild. Also goes on to say, inspired by classic detective films, this Spider-Man Noir lives an action trailer blended Noir storytelling with Marvel's superhero legacy. Watched as Cage brings a haunting charisma to the role and the cinematic tribute to one of the most unique Spider-Mans in the multiverse. Spider-Man 4 trailer energy to the raw edge of Noir Cage, Nicolas Cage. Its edited images imagines what Spider-Man Noir for Prime Video could look like. And for a Spider-Man fan, Noir edit Marvel, or just want to see Nick Cage swing through the shadows, this for you. Subscribe for more constant trailer update, yada yada yada. Okay, all that stuff. Ah, man. I thought this was gonna be a real thing, man. So this is just a fucking fake ass freaking fan-made video. So that kind of pissed me off a little bit. I was praying this was gonna be a real thing, because I mean, after seeing Sin City and Sin City A Dying to Kill for and playing the LA Noir games, I was actually hyped for this thing. I really was. I was praying, fingers crossed. I was hoping this would be a legit thing, but it's just some fake AI generated thing. I wish Disney and Marvel or Sony would actually do this in real life and not just make this a fan-made concept, because that shit, I heard a little bit. I wish I would have read the description first, but I didn't want to spoil myself. So that's why I didn't do that. If they ever do an actual Spider-Man Noir movie with Nicolas Cage, let's hope it ends up being on all the shit that I wanted. Politicized or woke or freaking SJW stuff or bullshit political agendas or climate change or any of that stupid shit. Just make it a good ass fan fiction, badass, action-packed film like how we saw there. Like a Daredevil. It doesn't have to be super bloody or gory or gritty or profanity like crazy. Or showing EX not safe for work scenes. It could be animated little kid stuff too. That's all there's ever known there. Outro. Talk to you guys soon. Let's goodbye. Stay tuned. What you guys doing? I'll talk to you guys next. Bye. Take it easy. Stay cautious. Talk to you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye. Late tomorrow. Take care, everyone.